What's going on, guys? Welcome back. As you've seen from the title of this video, it is finally challenge time for these cheap cars. Not the Pontiac, that's not a cheap car. That is $1 million car compared to the one behind it. Anyways, it is extremely early. I'm supposed to meet Jim across town here, and we're gonna get this thing started. We'll go over the rules more once we get there to meet up with him. But yeah. Let's see how this car fires up this early in the morning. Like I said, it is cold. It has to be in the 40s. At least it feels like, anyways. But, anyways, we did kind of talk it over, and I'm gonna film my experience through this whole thing. Yeah, I'll show you him doing his challenges and everything, but I'm not gonna go really into depth into his runs or whatever during this whole thing. So you guys will have to watch his video as well to get his full experience in all this, but you probably don't want to watch it anyways because he's just going to lose everything. Anyways, let's see if we can't get this old girl fired up, and we're going to head across town and get this challenge started. All right, she's chooching just right. All of the windows are fogged up. I have zero heat in this thing, so let's get this road on the show. I'll figure it out. Okay, so Jim is in front of us there. We did meet up with him, and we had to get fuel, had to clean this windshield, and now we're going to just get on the road. Nice. All right, well, you guys have seen this road before. Jim is in front of us, and we're headed over to the next town over. We're doing the driving part now, and see how it goes. I haven't really drove this car much of it at all at 55. So far, it's already screaming in RPM, so this ought to go well. But yeah, we've had a couple challenges fall through, so we're going to make the best of this, but as of right now, it is the driving part. We're going to a few local places within like 50 miles of us. The place we're going right now is a mill, but it's actually a, what do you call it? It's a water-powered mill. Anyways, it's roughly 25 minutes away or so. Hopefully we make it, but I'll see you guys when we get there. Let's get it. All right, so we made it to our first checkpoint here. Let's start with you. How's your car doing?
She's great, actually. I drove 70 miles an hour here. Had the AC and the heated seats on. The McPherson struts just take the road like nothing else. And I actually set the air pressure in my struts to make it more comfortable. Okay, I'm totally kidding. It drives a lot like a dump truck. Only a dump truck with no shocks. So, if you hit a bump in this car, it just kind of goes wherever it wants to. Steering is just a suggestion. It doesn't actually mean that's where the car is going to go. You say, hey, I think I want to go to the left. And it says, hey, I think I'm going to bounce up and down and go to the right and flip over. It's actually went pretty good.
Yeah, seems like it. Anyways, about the Falcon, obviously you can tell it's decided to puke its guts everywhere. Not sure if it's a head gasket or what's going on yet. Kind of being a show-off behind the wagon, and yeah, anyways, we'll worry about that maybe tomorrow.
The spirited driving on the way here is taking effect.
It's not spirited, okay? It's fine. The pilot bearing that I should have changed in the back of the motor is definitely making some noise. It's pretty fine. Any faster than 40 mile an hour, it's pretty sketchy. But Other than that, we're doing great. That wagon is still going to lose later on today, so I'm not scared. I will drain every bit of coolant out of this thing and melt the pistons to the cylinder walls to smash this wagon, okay? It is what it is. So we'll see you at the next stop.
Okay, don't listen to him. He's off his meds.
Well, we had to make a pit stop here in this little town. Jim wanted to check all his fluids and stuff. Said he was seeing some smoke or whatever. I don't know. Either way, we're on our way back to town, our town. This thing's running pretty rough itself. We're not worried. Yeah, I gotta go back to town. We gotta go back towards our town and do little things. We gotta go back towards our town, which is another 25 minutes or so, and we're gonna make it our way over to either our first challenge or we're gonna do a little bit more driving. Either way, right now we've been driving for, well, when we get there, it'll be close to an hour, so either way, that is already impressive to me. So I keep forgetting this thing's only at 3-speed. I keep going for 4th. I'm just hoping that this pilot bearing holds on. Well, it's not the pilot bearing I'm worried about. The input shaft is in there just going crazy, right? I don't know if you can hear it, but the only thing that makes me nervous is if it wears out the gear on the end of the input shaft and just we no longer have a transmission. But it is what it is at that point. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we're headed back towards our town. Then we'll see what's up next, as long as we make it there. But I'll come back if anything cool or exciting happens. Oh yeah, and as far as the coolant leak, when we stopped back there, it wasn't leaking coolant anymore, so I don't know what that was about either, but I don't know if it just had an air bubble. It was coming out of the overflow, so it was pushing past the cap. I don't know if we've really pushed a head gasket or not. Either way, we'll find out when we get back to town if it's puking again, because the drive from where we were to where we just left from was only a couple minutes. So, but yeah, so far we're doing great. We'll keep her out of boost as much as I can until we need it. Should just go take the charge pipe out of it, because telling me to keep something out of boost it's like putting a cake in front of me and telling me not to eat it. I'm gonna eat it, I promise. But yeah, we'll make it back to town here, see what's going on. I think we should give Jim a little bump here. What do you think? Oh, he pulled up. He got scared. Well, we've made it back to town. That's a plus. We're going to meet up here in a minute and figure out where we're going to go and do next. Okay, so if you look behind me here, we're at a buddy of mine's house, and we usually host dirt drag races here during the summer. It's been a couple years since we've had a race out here. As you can tell, it's more of a grass track than a dirt track, but we're about to race these things on the dirt for our first challenge, and I don't know about you, but that wagon is definitely going down.
I have a couple tricks up my sleeve. As you can see, I'm in a long sleeve because there's tricks up there. I have a 5-ton jack and a spare tire that I've set probably about 1.5 feet behind the rear axle. So I do believe this will probably ride a wheelie and go to glory. All them horsepowers and none of them smart.
Dude, you just got lucky. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Dude, thank you for those tires. Oh my God. And the old 230 Chevrolet does it again.
You got this one, but you're not getting the other ones.
Yeah, unfortunately, my assistant just called and said, hey, the challenge is over. We need you in the office. So I'm heading to the bank, bud.
All right. All right, so hopefully you guys can hear me over this thing. Yes, Jim won the dirt drag. I'll give it to him. I'm not going to make any excuses whatsoever. He did have the fatter car and the wider tire. That race was his from the beginning. But as of right now, he's in the lead, so we're going to our other spot to do our drag race, which is going to be the tell-all for sure. But yeah, I'm not down and out yet, boys. Just have faith in me. We will get this win. Jim's going down in the wagon. I mean, I don't call out people and intend to lose. I do have a boost controller on this. Right now, we're sitting at roughly 5 pounds. I might just crank her all the way up and give her all of it. It'll lean out when it runs out of fuel because the fuel pump can only keep up so much. It should lean out roughly around 9, 10-ish. We're just gonna see what happens. Like I said, I'm giving it all she's got, regardless. So, but yeah, we're just on our way to our next spot down in Mexico for our drag race. But yeah, for now, heading back to Mexico for this drag race. So I'll see you guys there. All right, so we made it out here to the drag race spot. I'm not losing this one by any means. I will wreck him. It'll take everything this car has, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Right this second, we're waiting on vapor lock because Ford decided to be dumb and make the intake part of the exhaust, so it's overheating. But yeah, after I whoop him in this drag race, we're gonna have to come up with a third challenge, so you have to stick around to see what that's about. But
Why
yeah,
do we have to come up with a third challenge?
because you're gonna lose and we're gonna be tied.
We're tied. That means I won something?
Yeah, you may have won the last race, but you're not winning the next two.
Yeah.
So what's your strategy going
My
into this?
strategy is you're faster, but I'm hoping that you miss second gear, and if you start to come up on me again, I'm gonna swerve into your lane and cause you to fucking wreck. I have no choice here. This is not as fast as that, so I have to use like other deals here to win this, and
Do you need me to give you a car length? Is that what it is?
no, Carly's not gonna do it. You're gonna beat me by 4.
Listen, you Ford guys just cry so much.
I am in the Chevy.
I know, but you were a Ford guy at heart. Anyways, he's going down. The Falcon's going to win. We'll be in another challenge here in just a minute.
And then he woke up from his fever dream because Marge the Barge is in charge and is fitting to bend that fucking hood back straight.
All right. See you in a second.
As you guys saw in the last clip, Dylan beat me in a drag race. Fair and square, that's how it goes. He was the first one down there. That leaves us at a tie. So we plan to do some other stuff. One was the dyno. Unfortunately, earlier in the week when we planned to film this car had let us down by doing its thing and not making boost. And our buddies at Showroom Shine with the dyno, we had to cancel on them. Today they were busy, so we couldn't, it didn't even feel right to ask them to squeeze us in.
Right.
They probably would have if we asked them, but it's just not trying to be a burden. These guys are helping us out a bunch. We got to figure out something to break that tie. Originally, we had actually brought some road cones with us just in case we tied. We had a pretty strong feeling that's how it was going to work out. and we were gonna do a barrel race.
But he was too scared that the wagon would barrel over the barrels.
The wagon will barrel roll. So I don't think a barrel race is a good idea, especially when $500 worth of his tires are on my car. We got a few ideas for a tiebreaker. We're gonna go ahead and release this video, and then we're gonna think up a tiebreaker on this one. Right now we're thinking like a dyno, schedule with a dyno day, who can make the most power. It'd honestly be funny to see what they make too. I'm
I'd
genuinely
really like to know.
interested.
I
I
would like
really
to
feel like this makes probably in the 200 horse range.
That would be cool.
We're willing to throw something else in there though too. If you guys want to comment with realistic comments, we're not gonna jump them off a cliff. We're not gonna donate them to science. We're not gonna run people over with them. Like, no, that stuff's not happening. So if you guys have any thoughts or ideas on what you'd like to see these cars do that could be used in the tiebreaker video, let us know. Let us know. We're all ears. Doesn't mean we're gonna pick it, but we're all ears. I really want to do a reverse race. I think that we should line them up in reverse and see who goes to victory.
An actual drag race?
Yeah, we could do a reverse drag race, I guess.
Huh. What do you guys think?
All right, made it back home. All the dust is settled. It's actually the next day, and I have to admit to you guys, the Ford has actually impressed me. But everything went fine, other than the coolant leak that we had. I'm not even sure what that was about. It literally puked out every bit of a half gallon out of nowhere. I mean, I know where it came from. I'm just saying it was out of nowhere that it happened. But yeah, before we left, Jim actually decided to get a little more fired up and tell me that it wouldn't do a burnout. So here's that.
Well then. It almost blew up.
But yeah, like we was saying, we've left it at a tie. So we want your guys' input, what you guys think we should do. Jim was saying the reverse race or whatever. We're all ears. So you guys would definitely have to let us know what you guys want to see us do to break that tie. And also you guys will have to let me know, what do I do with this thing? What happens now? I thought about maybe putting a paint job on it, doing some other stuff. I don't know. Drop comments down below. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys think about it. Do I just sell it and try to get my money back out of it? I don't know. I'm all ears. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the challenge video. I know it's a shorter video, but we had to get it all done in one day there because, like Jim was saying, his wagon kept giving us boost problems. But we did end up getting it figured out. But it's weird that it took a carburetor. I mean, how do I say it? It's weird the things that were happening to his wagon for reasons why it wouldn't make boost. But either way, we kept at it. We did get it figured out. Obviously, as you've seen, he actually last night, because he's only had boost in that car for, I think, 2 days now, so he's still honestly figuring stuff out, and he's trying to get me to race him again because he says it's faster and he's gonna win this time and all this, that, and the other. What he fails to realize still yet is there's a boost controller on this car and it's turned down. I can still put a way bigger jet in this thing. We can throw a fuel pump at it. We can still make it faster, put a boost reference fuel pressure regulator on it, and we can turn this thing up way farther. I'm not sure what this motor will hold, but if he's wanting to race again, I promise you some things are going to change with it. He's going to have a harder time next time. And for sure, we're going to have to weld this rear end because them little 13s are on this thing that are 3 inches wide. It would just eat that one tire off of the passenger side of it, as you've seen in that video. But yeah, depending on what our next challenge is will depend on what I do to it to get it ready for that one. But anyways, like I was saying, let us know what you guys want to see us do for the next challenge. Let me know what you want to see me do with this thing. I've pretty much donated it to YouTube, so whatever you guys want to see happen with it's probably what's going to happen with it, within reason. Anyways, I think that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit that comment button, like, comment, subscribe, all of this stuff. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Well then.
It almost blew up.